Yo, what's up? What's up? 13 Love. Yo, this video right here is called Conspiracy when it stops being theory and becomes fact. Alright, so this video was definitely inspired in response to the gun debate that's currently going on in America right now. But, so I'm going to be covering a lot of things, talking about a lot of different things that you may not agree with or not have ever heard before. Alright, so what I want you to do is please at least hear me out. There's nothing but love over here, okay? So hear me out. Then a lot of the things I have to say also are backed by facts. So I want you to go out there and cross-check it for yourself because some of it's very, very important. All right. So through my brief journey here on the planet, I realized that the Creator only has one purpose. All right, it's to draw its creation closer to Him. Okay, and it's the creation's ability to perceive the purpose behind the outworking of the force is what dictates our reality. All right, you've heard that perception is reality. Okay. For some of you, that'll sink in a little later. Okay, so let's get to this gun debate. All right, the federal government wants to ban the use of semi-automatic weapons by the American people. All right, whereas the Second Amendment clearly states that the American people need to be properly weaponized to protect against the tyrannical regime, and that right shall not be infringed upon. Okay, so they want to take away the semi-automatic weapons because semi-automatic weapons are the only weapons that American people have access to that actually pose a threat to the U.S. government. All right, I believe that this whole debate right now is very, very good. Okay, because I think what's going to happen is that it'll allow people to become a lot more conscious to exactly what's going on and actually see that there is a conspiring going on. To see that it's no longer just theories. Oh, I just really want to comment one time. That guy, Alex Jones, is a complete buffoonery, and he's not working on our side. I'll tell you that much. All right. So, like I said, the Second Amendment says this right clearly shouldn't be infringed upon. All right. Back in the 18th century, when the Second Amendment was ratified, there was only pretty much like one kind of gun. If, the military used the same kind of guns that the American people use, so they were probably weaponized because the technology wasn't that fast. In today's day and age, all right, gun technology is crazy. All right, you're not protecting yourself against a tyrannical regime, that has AK-47s and automatic weapons with just a handgun. All right, that's why they really want to make sure they get the semi-automatics off the street. My heart goes out to the families that lost, their families at Sandy Hook. It really, really does. All right, but this was a part of a nefarious plan, to say the least. All right, so let me take you to this movie called The Matrix. All right, The Matrix, a scene where Neo sits down with Morpheus talking, and Morpheus tells him that he's a slave. All right, in a prison that he can't see, taste, or touch. All right, the United States of America, first of all, this is where hopefully your ears are getting a little perked and you're starting to pay a little more attention. All right, the United States of America is a corporation. That's the reason why the word "of" is there. All right, the corporation is contractually obliged by the Constitution. All right, because the citizenship technically lies within the state per this definition of the state. All right, you find this in Article 1, Clause 17. Okay, so the contract of the federal government of Washington, all right, they have no jurisdiction over the states, all right, but it only happens by contracts. What type of contracts? All right, your birth certificate, your social security card, driver's license, all these contracts come with terms, okay? So you have to go back even further to now the Civil War, all right? After the Civil War, the 14th Amendment was ratified because they realized that black people were obviously treated as property, not as people. So they realized that this was an egregious thing, so they decided to completely outlaw involuntary servitude. Okay, they made that clear distinction of involuntary because they needed to figure out a way to make it voluntary, even though be it unbeknownst. Okay, so I'm just sorry about this, I just gotta see these notes here. All right, so when this happened, this concept generally goes back to the times of the serfs and lords back in medieval times. All right, but this 14th Amendment then created a new class of citizenship, all right? But it's the citizenship under the jurisdiction of the federal government, all right, through the institution of, birth certificates and different types of forms of contract that the American people will now sign, that makes them obliged to federal jurisdiction. Because before then, the federal government was at a very, very, it was didn't have the same power that it has today. Okay, well, America was hijacked. All right, that's basically, what went down. All right, so now this citizenship is created by contracts that are now on their terms. All right, the proper status for you to be is sovereign. Okay, where you pay no state, federal income taxes or property taxes. Okay, you're not supposed to pay those things. All right. So the Constitution, now I'm getting back to the gun debate. The Constitution protects we the people. But what happens is, through these contracts, your name in capital letters and your social security card, your driver's license, all right, that's not you. That's a legal fiction that was created through the virtues of the 14th Amendment, okay? It's your legal fiction. After this, go type in YouTube, meet your straw man, and then follow the yellow brick road. All right, the Wizard of Oz was all about this, people. And you figure out, all right, so the Constitution protects we the people, all right, not we the persons, not we the legal fictions that we have not become, all right. I got myself out of this, but the majority of America is still in this status, okay. So is it a conspiracy or is it a fact now? All right, they already pulled the wool over your eyes, okay. So now they're about to put the full stream to the full pedal to the metal, pretty much. All right, so is this conspiracy? 9/11, the shootings, JFK, the chemtrails, Michael Jackson. They did it. Relax. It's what's happened in the past. It happened in the past, but it's just now for us to learn. Okay. Like I had said in the outset, it's our ability to perceive now what's going on that'll be able to determine our reality. You got to realize that all this is now happening in order for the American people, really people in general, to become more and more conscious of exactly what's going on. All right, remember who you are. We're spiritual beings, okay? We're not this flesh and blood. We went through a long process of forgetting. All right, so when you figure out this 14th Amendment and this Constitution stuff, it's gonna lead you to other places. I'll guarantee you that. And then you can, this is when these start happening, so you can start getting out from under this federal status. Because I'm telling you right now, I've seen exactly what they got coming for us, or for you, excuse me. All right, I've seen what they got coming. It's not gonna be good. All right, they want people to get upset with these guns. All right, they want them to take to the streets and fight. It's called order out of chaos. They've been pushing for this new world order for a long time. It goes back to Reagan. There's plenty of talk. You can go look up the speech by George Bush. This ain't no Illuminati talk, but this is real. All right. Now you think Barack's name is Barack for just some random reason? No, this goes back to ancient Kemet. All right. He signifies the point in time where people now start reasoning their spirituality, but in the physical world is something a lot different. All right, so it's time to start deconstructing these illusions that they put in front of you. You're not just consumers, okay? That's not your point in life. Okay, let's start getting this clear. Because right now, I mean, honestly, you're dealing with some outer worldly forces right now that I didn't even think I was gonna go there, but you're dealing with some people not of this realm here. All right, that know that they have less power than we do, but the fact is that we forgot who we really are. It's time to wake up, people. Get back to nature. Get back to God. Oh, by the way, this is for my boy 13 Son. Yo, people, man, y'all got to get off them foods, man. That's honestly the biggest part of it. But like I said, yo, get back to nature, love, but it's not theory no more. It's fact.